Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Betsy and welcome. I wanted to start by asking you a question. When was the last time you sat in silence without reaching for your phone? If that question made you a little bit uncomfortable, this video is for you. You see, I've been meditating twice a day now for over 1100 days, and at the same time creating massive awareness of my thought patterns. And one of the most unexpected things that practice revealed to me wasn't about peace, wasn't about calm, it was about my phone. My relationship with it, and most specifically, my addiction to it. Today I want to share what I discovered, what I did about it, and how it genuinely changed my life. So let's get started. First of all, I took a real honest self-observation to see what was driving my constant urge to check my phone. And when I finally looked clearly, the numbers were hard to ignore. I was spending 2 to 3 hours a day on my phone, almost exclusively on social media. And it wasn't like I was creating, I was consuming. But it wasn't just the time, it was the mental noise that came with it. I'd be out with friends, with my wife, or walking somewhere beautiful, and instead of being present, I will catch myself thinking, oh, this would make a great post. What would I caption it? That little habit was pulling me out of my real life into the performance of it. And then came the waiting, posting something and then obsessively checking for likes and comments. If the response was good, I felt great. If it wasn't, I felt deflated. I was handing my mood over to an algorithm, and I didn't even realize it. Now, there was a comparison spiral, scrolling, and constantly feeling like I was somehow behind. Like my life is not exciting enough, or I'm not doing enough, or achieving enough. I was playing these unproductive games and I didn't even know the rules. And then there was the noise, a lot of noise. The propaganda, the outrage, friends arguing about politics, people defending politicians they never met, like they were their closest family members. Misinformation everywhere. I would close the app feeling generally worse than I did before I opened it. Anxious, drained, and sometimes a little bit angry. But here's something worth knowing. Research shows that heavy social media use is linked to increased anxiety, depression, and loneliness, especially coming from the comparison and the endless stream of curated highlight reels that make everybody's life look perfect. You see, what we're really doing is wiring our brains for distraction and discontent. So I started asking myself, how can I change this? I don't like what I'm seeing. And I want to be clear, I don't hate social media. I still have it, and I'll tell you what I did. And I generally value it for keeping me connected to friends around the world. But I could no longer ignore the toll that it was taking my mental space, my attention, and my time. So I made a decision. I deleted all the social media apps from my phone, except for YouTube, which I use for learning and creativity, and honestly, I don't think of it the same way. When I was about to do it, I felt like I was like the biggest deal at the time. I felt like I was gonna miss out from everything. I was gonna be disconnected. FOMO is a real thing. But now, over a year later, I can't believe I waited so long as I did. So here's what shifted. My anxiety dropped significantly. Without the constant loop of posting, checking, comparing, and scrolling, my nervous system actually got a break. I became more present. When I'm with my friends or family now, I'm actually there. I'm not mentally crafting a caption or sneaking glasses at my phone. That alone has deepened my relationships in ways that I didn't expect. I reclaim my time. 2 to 3 hours a day adds up to weeks of your life every year. I now use that time to read, create videos like this, or to move my body, or just to be, which brings me to my next point. I rediscovered boredom. And I mean that as a gift. You see, when we're constantly filling every quiet moment with a scroll, your mind starts to wander in the best way. Ideas come, creativity flows, thought has space to breathe. And I'll say that again. Thoughts have space to breathe. We need that. And I no longer feel compelled to reach for my phone. There are days I don't even have it on me, and I love that. The restlessness, the phantom urge to check something, it faded. And with it, it went kind of a low stress level that I didn't even realize I was carrying. So studies back this up. It's not just me. People who reduce social media use report better sleep, improved focus, higher self-esteem, and strong real-world connections. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. If you give it the right conditions, it will shift. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not here to tell you what to do. Everybody's relationship with social media is different. And what works for me might not be right for you. But if any part of what I said resonated, maybe it's time or it's worth getting a little curious about your own patterns. You don't have to delete everything overnight. Maybe it's setting a time limit. Maybe it's leaving your phone in another room. Maybe it's just noticing how you feel before and after you scroll. Awareness is always the first key. For me, creating boundaries around social media helped me become more present, more grounded, and more myself. And that has been worth everything. If this video resonated with you, I would love for you to subscribe. I share content about mindfulness, meditation, and the little shifts that make a big difference in everyday life. Hit the bell so you don't miss future videos. And if you have your own experience with phone or social media habits, drop it in the comments. I generally read them and I would love to hear your story. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself and I'll see you on the next one. Namaste. Take care.